put into it. Now, the next story is Murugi Munyi. Now, this girl, who at times you want to clap for her, at times you're cringing at the content, at times you're thinking, wow, we should not have known that. That was oversharing. At times you're just in love with the vulnerability, the way she shares her story and expresses herself on a platform, as in she has really mastered social media and how it works and how people respond to content and everything. And she's doing very well. But sometimes with her personal life, especially when it comes to her first baby daddy, she's very tight-lipped about it. However, she got on Ngugi's platform and was talking about her baby daddy, her first baby daddy, and how that played out. So the gist is she gets pregnant in campus. They're together for 6 years, and then they finally separated after she went to pursue further studies in South Africa. She's told us that story. Fast forward, she comes back and she talks about how her baby daddy moved on and, you know, got a fiance and they have 2 children. And she says there was a bit of resentment because, you know, if one partner has moved on and the other partner has not moved on, of course there's some sort of friction. And then, you know, she meets her husband right now, and they got into it, and she talked about how they had to draw up a parental agreement to figure out who is the primary caregiver, who has custody, who's in charge of this, who's in charge of what. As in, she was so vulnerable with the details, and I loved that for her. You know, not every day you get on social media and it's somebody bashing their baby daddy, and it's somebody saying, that man is a deadbeat, that man is a dead. We really do not need to see that dirt, because when you people were together, when you were happy, you were not sharing that. But the minute something goes wrong, something goes mrama, you're quick to come on the internet and, you know, blow up this other person's life and say you're part of your story, to say your side of the story. As in, she could have used her platform to do very negative things, but she chose to actually portray everything in a very positive light, to talk about how co-parenting has been easy, especially when you get legal help and you get lawyers involved. It just becomes seamless when everybody knows their role. And she goes on to say how her son transitioned from calling her husband by his name to calling him dad, and that has been a journey. And right now they have 2 more children. As in, it's just the life of Murugi Munyi. She got on that platform and told everything. Every rumor we've ever heard about. The whole debacle with Nurse Judy and the love triangle. She spilled the beans about that and how the rumors and lies being peddled actually even caused them to separate, because it was just a lot, you know. And she said that the thing that stood out to me, she said they had to separate for a bit because it was becoming difficult to be in each other's presence in a respectable way. And I said, yes, that is how you should phrase it. You know, once it stops being respectful, once you're so resentful towards one person, you're like, this is not happening. And then she even went on to say how some people are now saying we're waiting for them to split up, for her and her husband to split up, but she fought for her marriage. She believed in her marriage and she is happy in her marriage. And she'll randomly even get random DMs from people saying, I know you're just faking the happiness. I know you're not really happy. We're okay if you leave him. And I'm like, what? What is this energy? You know, when 2 married people decide to solve their issues and stay together, why would you be mad about it? I would think you're going to celebrate that these people are finding happiness in each other, that they're resolving things. But the go-to with the internet these days is leave him. Leave him. Go away. Start over. Be a single mother. You can do it. We are rooting for you. And she even says she does appreciate the fact that she has followers and a very huge platform and a very engaging audience, but she is smart enough to know that these people are not her friends. Yes, they will support you when things are going right, but the minute you have some sort of controversy, they're very quick to switch sides. So I was very happy. As in, I watched the whole interview, I shed tears. I was like, this girl, I love her.
Yeah, Murugi Munyi has always been a very interesting person in just how she lives her life truly and honestly. It's a beautiful thing to watch. So yeah, I like that she's going the Beyonce way of giving us a documentary years after whatever had happened. It's empowering. you know she has a story to tell. And so we're happy to see that she is telling her story as it should be, and in a very politically correct manner. She's a very smart person, honestly. I have never seen someone who's that calculated in my life. She's very smart about how she does the things that she does, very calculated about the next strategies in her life. I mean, look at her. Her businesses are doing well. Her presence on social media is constantly booming. She is doing very, very well. So we love to see success in women.